Welcome back to #Corp Stat Chat. In this video, we're going to start cruising through our mid-semester review. We're going to talk about questions 8 and 9 real quick, and then we're going to continue on in later videos. All right, 8 and 9 are very similar. We're going to be talking about weighted averages here, and remember, it's going to be our weight times each one of our x's or our whatever our data points are. We're going to multiply those by our weights, depending on what category they fall into, and then we're going to divide it by the sum of our weights, So let's go ahead, let's start talking about this. When we're talking about weighted averages or finding the average, we're really talking about x bar. So our x bar is going to be equal to the sum of our weights times our x values divided by the sum of all of our weights. So we don't even have to convert anything. We can just use the weights that they give us here. This is the scenario. Employees at a certain company are graded on 1 through 5 characteristics of their job performance: overall competency, punctuality, personal appearance, dependability, and leadership ability. The characteristics are given with the following weights. So 5, 4, 3, 3, 2. All right, and then each employee is graded from 1 to 5 on each one of those weights. Okay, so this is our scenario here. They were weighted a perfect score of 5 in competence. Leadership lacking a little bit, just by 1. Dependability is 4 in this case, so we get a 4 here. Punctuality a 5, and personal appearance a 3. So each one of these, and they're weighted, so we get an overall score for that employee. So let's find this score. What we do is very simple. We're going to multiply each one of our weights times each one of our x's. So for competence, we have a weight of 5 and a value, our x value of 5. So we're just going to multiply those. Plus, we're going to add up, remember it's a sum, plus 4 times 3. Okay, our leadership categories are combined here. We're multiplying those. We're going to add up our next one. Dependability is a weight of 3 times our score of 4. Plus, we're going to take our punctuality, 3, times our weight of 5. Okay, I'm sorry, our score of 5, our weight of 3. Reverse that. Plus our personal appearance, which has a weight of 2, times personal appearance score, which is 3. We're going to add all those up, and we're going to ultimately divide by all of these added up. So we're going to take all of our weights here: 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. And those are all of our weights, which are located up here. Add together, that's going to be our sum of our weights on the bottom. All right, so we multiply all this out, we divide by whatever the total weight is, and we end up getting a score of 4.11. So our average score for this person, with our average weighted score, is going to be 4.11. And that's how we solve sort of this first problem. All right, so fairly easy, fairly straightforward. On a different side of this, we're going to still do the same situation here. But we're given, this is actually our grading system for regular algebra and geometry courses, so this should be familiar to you. But what we're going to do is take weighted averages with percents out of 100. So we know that our benchmark exams are 50%, so we're going to talk about 0.5. So I'm going to change this value to 0.5 for benchmarks. Our objective tests are going to be 0.4 for objective tests, OT. And then we're going to have a homework grade of 0.1 for homework, so HW. So those are our weights, and those weights add up to 100, which is great. Doesn't have to calculate weighted averages. So say that we didn't have a homework grade. We would take 0.1 times 0, which doesn't affect our grade overall, and we'd still get a score, and we could divide by whatever our sum of our weights we do have. Okay, so benchmark exams, 86 and 95. Now if I take 0.5 times 86 times 0.5 plus 0.5 times 95, can't talk, and we add those together, we're going to have 100% already. Okay? It doesn't work that way. We can't do that. So we need to take an average for each one of these before we can find the weighted average of everything. So 86 plus 95, if we divide that by 2, we end up getting an average score. Our average score is going to be, our benchmark mean is 90.5. So 90.5, that's the score we're going to use. Our objective test, our mean of our objective test is 85.5. And that's adding all those up divided by 4. And then our homework grade can just stay the same. So this is what it looks like. Remember, we're taking the sum of our weights times our x values. We add all those up for our sum, and then we divide by the total weight, which in this case is just 1, so we don't really have to divide by anything. So x bar is going to be equal to 0.5 times 90.5. I'm going to add that to 0.4 times 85.5. I'm going to add that to 0.1 times 96. And when I multiply all those out, and remember this is ultimately out of 0.5 plus 0.4 plus 0.1, which is just 1, we end up getting a final score of 89.05. So that's our weighted averages. That's how you do it. Two different types of weighted average problems. Good luck and have fun.